So Lara Croft definitely, I think, shaped my mind around the fact that a woman can have a gun and, you know, take care of her own and really stand up for herself without needing like the backup of a guy or just, yeah, being this damsel in distress role. I think I had just been sick of seeing like these typical ass, like, save me, I'm just a little princess that's just, oh, I just need someone to save me. Where's my prince? Where's my knight in shining armor? And I was just kind of like, it's not realistic. Like, no one's gonna come save my ass. So where are the bitches that are really whooping ass right now? And Lara Croft was that bitch. And also she was beautiful. So it's like, usually when you see these tough girls, it's like this big ogre looking ass bitch. And it's like, sure, there's beauty in that woman as well. But these were like, okay, so you can be conventionally attractive and also kick some ass. I like this, it's very inspiring. And it's not like on some dainty shit, because I know there have been women in movies before that have been action-packed. Like, we have Pam Grier, Charlie's Angels, like, there are plenty of women, but I feel like it always had this air of like, ooh, like, oh. And this still kind of does, but I feel like it was getting more into like the ones we're gonna talk about later. Right, Arlie. Okay, so number 2, Charlie's Angels, the one that came out in 2000. So I was like 9 years old, and this is with Cameron Diaz, Drew Barrymore, and Lucy Liu. If you know that Destiny's Child song, Independent Women, yeah, shout out to them. This movie, I think, really put into perspective about being a badass. Can be sexy and can be fun. You don't have to be this badass stern bitch that's just a mean ass bitch. You can also be like sexy, fun, flirty. Like, you can have a man. You can be cute and soft also. You don't have to be 24/7 badass. So it really taught me about duality, and it taught me about being soft and beautiful, but then also kill someone if you have to. Each one of the women in that movie, so we have Cameron, Drew, and Lucy, they all show a different type of strength I think that women have. So, you know, Lucy is like type A, like brainy, and I think Drew Barrymore is more like spontaneous, like kind of just like on a whim type shit. And I think Cameron is like a mix of both, or the nicer, softer one that takes like the softer approach. Like, it's kind of like Powerpuff Girls. Drew is Buttercup. Cameron is Bubbles. Lucy is Peaches. Point blank motherfucking period. That dynamic just showing you that you can be such a different kind of girl and still kick ass. And I don't know, they always got a guy in the movie. Like, they always have a guy, and you know, I love how they show the light, like, don't let this guy distract you. Like how when Drew almost got killed by that guy, the director or whatever, who went back to his penthouse and like shot her, but miraculously she lived. It was like, you know what? The dick wasn't worth it. 3, bend it like Beckham. Okay, this one really helped me with like gender roles, like understanding that you don't have to be like super prissy and girly. And also it was really cool to see a girl who was just going against the grain of her own parents. Like, they were very strict, they wanted her to do like X, Y, and Z, but she was clearly just really stuck on doing shit her own way. So it was really inspiring to see someone continue to chase their dreams, even if their own parents and like family and stuff just was totally not supportive, and like you had to really break the rules and kind of like lie in order to prove your point that this is like your passion. It just really helped me understand that no one's gonna push for your passions as hard as you are. And this movie was so special to me because it was the first time I ever seen a white guy pick a brown girl over a white girl. It was really like exhilarating, because when has the white guy in a movie ever picked the black girl, the Indian girl, the Asian girl, the Mexican girl, the Persian girl, the Hawaiian girl, any girl over the white girl with the blonde hair and the brown eyes or blue eyes? Like, and it was Keira Knightley at the time. She was like the hottest bitch out. So she still is, but so it's like, oh, it just like, you know, it gave somebody that feeling like, oh, like I am desired, I could be wanted, I am hot. Like, just because I'm not blonde haired, blue eyed doesn't mean I'm not sexy and hot and whatever. It's not the root of life, but let's not act as if it doesn't like play a huge role in self-confidence and like going out and putting yourself out there when you are constantly rejected. We can talk about this later. 4 and 5 are 2 Quentin Tarantino movies that I saw when I was a little bit older. So the first one is Death Proof. That one I remember I saw because my dad took away my internet for the night. He unplugged the router and all I had was Comcast On Demand, and Death Proof was on there, and I was like, let me just check this out. And it totally opened my eyes to the way that Quentin Tarantino casts women and shows them in the movies, and I think the roles that he has them playing, I think they're always very like cool girl. I think he always casts like a really cool girl like at that time, because Rosario Dawson's in that movie, and there are some other women, I don't know their names right off the top of my head, but Rosario Dawson is like a really well-known badass woman. So in Death Proof, this gang of four bitches get his ass real good. Just kind of just taking that power back. And that's what I think I like the most about these movies, that they really make you feel like you can take that power back. Not that everyone's gonna take our power from us, but from living in such a world where it always feels like you're like not that bad, like you can't take care of yourself. It just feels good to see that kind of stuff, especially as a child. It ties into Kill Bill, Volume 1 and 2, that shit. I think really set it in stone. Like how cool I just thought like martial arts were, and like how important I think like combat sport is, and I think that training and like being fit. I don't know, because in the movie she's like training, like she goes and meets with this like sensei, and she's training for years like to become like super good at martial arts, I think, or whatever she was learning. And it just ties into like self-discipline, mind over matter, and just like determination. So all these things that are kind of like subconsciously happening in the movie. You're just watching because it's a cool movie, but it's like she didn't get to any of the places that she was. She didn't do all this rigorous training. So I think it kind of just like got my mind ready for like, well, you're gonna have to work for whatever the fuck it is that you want. And every girl in that movie, whether she is BB Kiddo or every other bitch that she's fighting, they are bad as hell too, and they're all gorgeous, and they all have attributes that's just like I'm inspired. Like I would love that. I would love to be like you. You inspire me. So I love roles like that, and I think when I have a daughter, those are the type of movies that I'm going to show my daughter. I'm going to radicalize her real early. My dad showed me these movies, so I mean, it's a good dad. And yeah, I love women, tough women. I think I would actually really enjoy watching women's wrestling. I did used to go see a lot of UFC fighting with girls, so I do like that. I just love powerful women. These are my badass women that shaped me in movies over time as I was a child. If you guys have anyone that you were very inspired by, please leave it down below. I'd love to watch it, especially if it's from like when we were younger. That'd be amazing. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope Hollywood continues to make movies like this. New ones, not always revamped, so we can have new plots. I'll write it for you.